Palantir delivers another pleasant surprise and shows off their winning strategy. They are expanding their relationship with one of their major international commercial customers from Japan, but actually out in Brazil for a subsidiary. Now, the deal itself is an expansion to Sompo Holdings Group, and that's operating out in Japan. But of course, this one is under Brazil here, where we don't get a dollar amount, but do know it's over 3 years, and they will be doing what they always do, which is in data integration and AI solutions to drive digital transformation for this insurer, which apparently is one of the top five in the corporate and agribusiness insurance segment out in Brazil. Now, for context, Palantir's had a long-standing partnership with Sompo's parent company out in Japan, doing their work with Japanese nursing homes as well as the insurance business, which has already brought in tens of millions of dollars in revenue just due to the sheer size of their company and length of partnership already. But as such, it seems like they see they are getting and starting to expand outside of Japan for the company into their subsidiaries that can also get value from efficiency gains and faster response times, which in turn affects key decisions on pricing, underwriting, and risk management. And these intelligent agents are being created and to leverage and help them in their operations throughout the company. Now, specifically out in Brazil, they are going to be working in RCF-DC and RCTR-C around its pricing process. Now, the smart model that they're trying to deploy has a goal to improve this by interpreting a significant number of physical documents and then propose more appropriate values based on assessments of historical pricing context as well as potential risk factors, which is a huge first step, even if primitive, moving forward from paper, but easily being able to get the text recognition and then eventually into the ontology, as we've seen in many examples and demos in the past, with even interpreting PDF documents. And this is being able to do this at scale, especially in catch-up mode. Not only will this make them more efficient going forward, but in the insurance business, as noted, help them weigh their risk more appropriately. And then we get a few quotes from the South American / Brazilian leadership from both sides of Sompo and Palantir. Now, for me, this is a big deal. First, because it's a pretty big expansion and commitment going 3 years, and that's with an already established international commercial client like Sompo out in Japan. Now, this has been going on for years at this point with the parent company, and no doubt is a demonstration of Palantir's strategy of showing value for the customer at their own pace. And that's finding the value, building out the solutions and use cases. But once you've got it ironed out and you're comfortable, you can start expanding. Now, this is not some smaller expansion to, say, another team or department in Japan and building out a use case. This is a huge 3-year rollout, it appears, to their Brazilian subsidiary and making that commitment to actually ingrain Palantir into their operations. Now, in regards to them deciding this themselves out in Brazil versus being told by their holding company, I don't know. But for Palantir, they get a pretty established client out in South America already. It's a nice bit of news too. And we don't hear too much about their business actually for South America nor Brazil, with the last one I can clearly remember with that Grupo Global, but not much news in general. Now, as a mature partnership, this is the model we'd like to see other customers replicate over time, especially if they clearly go all in on Palantir, not just using it as a one-off solution or something in a certain area of their business, but rather a foundational tool for them to just run their business regardless and do this on top and build tools and applications. Some may find this slow, and sure, you can say that, but that's also the nature of going at your customer's pace, especially at a large enterprise, because I think this quality of integration shows off the stickiness, and them adding 3 years to a subsidiary shows it's kind of also that sunk cost fallacy into some people's minds, maybe later on. And hopefully it's not because of that, but still, if you're willing to put in this effort that long, you're not just going to throw it away so easily. And of course, weigh the values there that Palantir bring you. At least you'll think twice, and that stickiness of Palantir is based on the value they bring, even if it's a pretty penny and it'll cost you. So it's great to see more expansion from Sompo in the future, but also to see other customers follow a similar path. But what are your thoughts though below? And I'll see you in the next video.